That afternoon, under the guise of getting supplies, I drove to the local library. The elderly librarian, Mrs. Bethany, had kind eyes behind thick glasses. When I mentioned I was visiting the Hargrave house, her expression grew still. "Eleanor's kept to herself for years," she said carefully. "After the tragedy." "Tragedy?" She hesitated, then leaned in. "It's not my place, but folks around here remember. Your father, God rest him, and his first wife, she was from here, Maya, died young, just after having a baby. A terrible accident out on the old Ridge Road. Same spot where your father, years later." The world tilted. First wife. A baby. I stumbled out, the humid air now suffocating. I drove, not back to the house, but to the cemetery on the hill. It didn't take long to find it. 2 headstones, side by side. Maya Elizabeth Hargrave, beloved wife and mother. Infant daughter, Grace. The dates. Grace was born 2 years before me. I sat in the damp grass, the pieces crashing together, the custody letters, my mother's venom, the closed casket, a sister, a half-sister who died. Or did she? When I returned to the house, storm clouds were gathering, bruising the sky. Aunt Eleanor was waiting in the parlor, the secretary desk open. She looked at my tear-streaked face and knew. "I wanted to tell you in person," she began, her voice steady but pained. "Your father, he was broken after Maya died. The baby, Grace, she was so sickly. The doctor said she wouldn't survive. He was devastated, reckless. He sent the child to a specialist hospital and, in his grief, he left. Met your mother in Arizona. He believed Grace had died. We all did." "But," I whispered, the suspense a tight wire about to snap. "But she didn't." Eleanor's eyes glistened. "The nurse who cared for her, she took her, faked records. It was a private clinic, chaotic. By the time I pieced it together, years later, the trail was cold. Your father was gone. I've spent the last decade looking, Lila. I hired detectives. I never stopped." "Why bring me here?" My voice was raw. "Because 2 months ago I found her." Eleanor handed me a recent photograph, a woman in her late 20s with my father's stubborn chin and Maya's gentle eyes. She was a music teacher living in Knoxville. "Her name is Chloe now. She knows she was adopted. She doesn't know about you or about me. Yet." The storm broke then, rain lashing the windows. I looked from the photo of my sister, to the aunt who had devoted her life to a ghost. This trip wouldn't have a simple happy ending. There was too much grief, too many lies. But it wasn't an ending at all. It was a terrifying, fragile beginning. The mystery of my past had cracked open, revealing not a monster, but a wounded, persistent love and a living, breathing stranger who shared my blood. Aunt Eleanor reached for my hand. "It's a lot to carry. You don't have to carry it alone anymore." Outside, the Tennessee rain washed the world clean. The suspense of the unknown was finally over, replaced by the profound, trembling suspense of what might be built from the ruins. I had come seeking a phantom and found a family. Now I had to decide if I was brave enough to walk toward it.